Hey everyone, welcome back to another Fallout 76 video on the channel. In the recent update that came out on the 3rd of September, there has been some additional changes which were not listed in the patch notes. Now some of these I've found myself while playing in-game since the update came out, and some of them are actually from the data mining Discord from MapX, who shared these when they were live in the PTS, and I wanted to share them for the fact I didn't see them in the patch notes. With all that being said, let's not hold off too much longer and dive straight in. However, before we do, if you do enjoy, hit that like button. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. I'll keep you up to date with all things Fallout 76, and let's dive straight in. Alright, now the first one which isn't listed in the patch notes is the actual weight of legendary modules has been reduced. We are going to need to use a lot more of these now with the crafting changes that has come in, and they've dropped from 0.25 to 0.15. It sounds very minimal, but all these do help, especially when you're starting to build up a lot of modules. And a weird one which I didn't actually realise prior to this, which might already be in the game, which is why this is just a side note on this one, is the fact that you can actually store these in your scrap box. I don't know if I've been blind to this all this time or this is new. Please let me know in the comments. I may just be being dumb. And number 2, we have the limit has been increased for scrip. Originally, before this update, scrip was limited to 6,000 per character, and this is now increased up to 11,000. Don't know why 11, it could have been doubled. I'm not entirely sure why it's stuck at 11, but yeah, for whatever reason, it's capped at 11,000 now. A funky feature as well, if you ever want to check what the limits are for everything, if you actually go on your Pip-Boy and just scroll along to stats in your collections, you can actually view how many you have and how much it is capped at on each one of the currencies listed. Now another little side note which I found when visiting the Rusty Pick, which again, I cannot remember if this was already in the game. I think I'm just looking at everything going, ooh, this is new, ooh, this is new. Either way, there is a scrap box inside the Rusty Pick. I know we got a bunch added in before, but I swear that was just at like Crater, Foundation, and also the White Springs. However, on that there is also one inside the Rusty Pick, another one where it may have already been there, but I may have forgot. Now a really cool change which has really increased the value of medic weapons is the simple fact that now it does not require a VATS critical anymore. Prior to the update, you would actually need to get a VATS critical hit on an enemy or to actually increase the health of your teammates and allies, or NPCs, whatever you want to say. Whereas now it's actually each attack will grant 5% max HP per second to teammates and allied NPCs. In my eyes, this is a really great fix, and I've already seen people start making videos on this, so definitely want to keep an eye out for and maybe test out for yourselves. No doubt this will be a huge feature when the raids do come back in, if they are going to be raids. We'll have to wait and see on that one. Now looking over to daily ops now, we have one which is definitely confirmed and another one which is a possibility which I still need to test, but I'm waiting for it to fully drop in the game, so want to definitely test yourselves if you see it drop. The first one being that toxic clouds now deal a lot less damage, and it's actually a lot more kind of viable in the game. I tested this out myself before actually making this video, and it turns out it is true, it has happened. So basically what is meant to have happened according to MapX is the damage per second has dropped from 160 down to 40. If you remember rightly, before this update, you'd pretty much die instantly unless you had Funky Duds on, whereas now, as you can see in the footage, I do not have Funky Duds on, and it does take a lot of my health, but I survive and it's okay, so nice little fix there. The other fix relating to daily ops is camouflaged enemies. These are now meant to be a bit more visible in a sense where they kind of look like they have a stealth boy effect on them, so you should be able to see the outline. I will show some footage from the PTS which I actually have hiding out there somewhere in the computer, which I tested out, and hopefully this shows you a bit of an insight of what to expect when they come in. But like I said, I need to test this and make sure that they added it properly in the game, so this is a side note on the daily ops one for you to keep an eye out for. Now also not listed in the PTS, we do have some new items up for sale at the different vendors around the map. Now these will probably only show up if you don't actually own them. So for example, I went over to Giuseppe, who now sells the Headhunter Scythe, which was one of the items from the previous season, and he sells that for 500 stamps. I went there on a character which actually already owns this, and you can't buy the plan. Of course you can't trade these, so hence why you can't buy it. Now another new item that has been added is with Mortimer over at Crater. They now sell the Pemmican Collector, hope I pronounced that right, and that can be picked up for 1,250 gold bullion. Samuel over at Foundation also has had a little inventory adjust, with him now selling the Scoutmaster Collectron. This one is a bit more pricey. This one's going to cost you 4,000 gold bullion, which is pretty pricey in my opinion, but you know what? Technically you get gold bullion for free in this game, so you can't complain too much. Now a nice little change which I really actually do enjoy and like the fact that they added this in rather than getting a horrible surprise is the ammo counter has been increased. Prior to this update the limit was 999, so 3 numbers. Now it has actually been increased to 4 numbers as of the new update, which sets it now to 9999 as the max. So now when you actually go below 10,000 rounds you can see it clearly, whereas before you'd get to like under 1,000 and you go, oh crap, where's all my ammo gone? Not anymore, because now you can have a nice visual representation on your screen showing you your nice countdown to how much ammo you actually have left. Now finally one which I have not seen added in or mentioned anywhere so far, and it's a new kind of trade sale feature. You'll know in this update we did get that new kind of tracker at your vendors where it tells you what's actually sold at your camp. Well, if you go to a vendor and try and buy or sell things, it actually caps out at how many you can sell. Before you would actually have to adjust it and try and work out the price yourself. For example, if you were selling like 100 stim packs, you'd have to work it out to say the exact number. So 77 you might have been able to sell at the time. Whereas now it actually caps at the amount you would sell. So for example on screen you will see at some point me selling some serums. As soon as I go to list it, it caps it straight at 2 because it knows that is the max amount I can sell without losing any caps. Another nice little quality of life change. That though, ladies and gentlemen, is all of the hidden changes which I've found so far in the game. If there's any you think I've missed or any that you have found yourself, get them in the comments below and we're going to all share little things that we found since the update come out. For now though, that's it for this video, so I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, hit that like button, make sure to subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye bye.